Barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam ala rasulullah. Give thanks to Allah, we ask the blessed and noblest of mankind, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household companions and all Muslims. Inshallah, today we are taking the concluding part of our book, Matn al-Izzi. So today we want to look at the heading Fi Binai Ismai Zamani wal Makan. So that is the construction of the two ism. You can see the Muallif wrote Ismai, so it is from Isman, that means two nouns. So because it's used as a mudaf, so the noun is clean, so it now become Isma. Now because it's a mudaf, it's also a mudaf related to this bina, which is the mudaf. So the Isma, you know your mudaf will always take jarri, so it's changed to Isma. Because of iltiqa usakinen, it is taking kesra, so it is now Ismai. So that means the two nouns of zaman, of time, wal makan, and of place. Do we get? So don't worry about this. Everything I've said here is just a now gymnastic. When you get to the stage, you understand it. Now the Muallif said wahuwa min yaf'il bi kasr ain. That it is from yaf'il with the ain taking kasra, the ain al-fi'l. You get the ain position taking a kasra ala maf'ilin, that will now be maf'il maqsur al-ain, that the ain will take a kasra ka majlis wal mabit. Example is majlis, and another example is mabit. So majlis means what? A place of sitting, which is from jalasa yajlisu. Do we get? So the verb that gives yajlisu, the ism zaman, we give maf'il. This we have discussed before, if you could recall. So we send the previous link of this topic to the comment section, inshallah, of our Facebook page, where we are going live, because we have done ism zaman and makan initially. So majlis, example is majlis, a place of sitting, wal mabit, a place of passing the night. Bata, he passed the night, like he spent the night somewhere, like sleepover. So mabit means a place of resting or a place of abode. So wa min yaf'alu, the same way you can have maf'il when your verb is yaf'ilu, the ismu zaman and makan will result to maf'il. Can also have when your verb is yaf'alu, wa min yaf'alu wa yaf'alu, and your verb is yaf'alu, that means your friendly mudari yaf'alu and yaf'alu bi fathain, with ain taking fatha wa dhammiha, and the ain taking dhamma ala maf'ilin bil fathi. So this was zaman and makan for yaf'alu and yaf'alu will give you what? Maf'il bil fathi, with the ain taking a kasra. Kal madhhab, from dhahaba, he went. Madhhab, a place of going. You get now. Wal maqtal, a place of slaughtering. You get qatala, killed. So a place of killing is maqtal. Wa mashrab, a place of drinking. Do you get now? Wa maqam, a place of standing, a position. So we also have madbag, a place of dyeing or a place of tanning, a tanning industry, from dabago. Do you get now? To dye something. So washad al masjid, that masjid, this did not go with the normal construction which we have mentioned up here. So the example is masjid, mashriq and maghrib. Wa matla'in, this also did not go. Wa majzir, wa majziru, wa marfiqu, wa mafriqu, wa maskinu, wa mansiku, wa masqitu, wa mambitu. So let's look at some of these words. Look at masjid now. Is sajada. What's the mudari? Yes, judu. And we're told that when you have yaf'ilu or yaf'alu, this will give maf'al. So we have yes, judu. Of course, what we should expect here should be what? Masjid. But we have what we hear frequently is what? Masjid. So that's why the Muallif say washadda, that this masjid is a shudud. Do we get now? It's odd that is coming this way, because that's not the construction we are expecting. Another is this mashriq, from sharoka yeshruku. Do we get now? So this one too we expected should be mashraq, Goroba Yagrubu should be what? Maghrib. So this mutlin li muallif wrote, we have mutlan like in Suratul Qadr. Allah said, تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. So mutlan also exists, so we may not consider to the end of it. So what is masjid? A place of bowing down. So that's why is masjid. Mashriq, a place or time that the sun comes out. Maghrib, a place or time that the sun comes out. Do you get now? So that's why it's Maghrib. So Maghrib can miss a place. Can, like you have Morocco, call it Maghrib, and some other place in the west. We also have Maghrib, the time we observe Salah. You can see that all this goes. Now let's want to go to Wahuki Abil Fatu Fiban there. So the Malif says some of them they do take Fatiha. Some, that's why I don't want to dwell like this Moscan, this Motlan do take Fatiha. Even this Mojzara, do you get now? So say what Uji is a fikulia, that both are both permissible for everything you are seeing there. Now the next is that هذا إذا كان الفعل صحيح فاي واللام. He said everything that is mentioned of the that rule, if the fi'l is sahih lam, that means the ain, the fa of the verb, the fa or the fi'l of the verb, it is sahih, that means it's not one of the weak letters. The lam too is not one of the weak letters. So that is the general rule you follow. One مقرر, but what is different from that? فَمِنَ الْمُعْتَلِّ الْفَاءِ مَقْصُورٌ عَيْنُهُ أَبَدًا. Then when you have a maqsurul fa, that means if you have your verb that is what we call mithalu wa wiju, that means those verbs that are starting with weak letters of wa, you don't need to use the rule up there. They will just be, they will go with what's muf'il. So that's what the Malif saying there. Wa min al-mu'tal fa, if the fa is weak, that means it's starting with a wa. Maqsurun aynuhu, the ayn will be taking kesra in ismu zaman and mukan abadan. For example, we have wado'a. I don't need to take it to mudari. I'll just take it to ismu fa'il since it's starting with a wa. So it will just give you muf'il straight. So this will give mawdi'an. So a place like a position, because what do it put something in a place. So the place you put something, that's the position, mawdi'an. We also have what? Maw'id. Maw'id is time of promise. Do you get now? So wa mawsim, season of Hajj, from wasama. Do you get now? To put to give something a sign. Mawsim, the time you give something a sign, that's a season, because a season comes with a sign. Do you get now? So mawsim is used mostly, say mawsim wal Hajj, the season of Hajj. Wa mawjil, do you get now? Wajila, mawjil, do you get now? So you also have wa min al-mu'tal lam maftuhun abadan. If it is mu'tal lam, that means it is the lam ul fi'l that is having what? That is having a defect. That means your maqsur verbs. So you don't need to also stress yourself by going to the mudari. Just take it to what? To ismu zaman, and it will give you maf'al straight. You don't need to check the mudari. Example is this our. He lodged in a place, ma'wa, a place of lodging. Like Allah said, فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى, that Jannah is going to be their place of what? Lodgement. Wa marma, a place of throwing. Do you get now? Wa marwa, from rawa is to what? Rawa has a lot of meaning. So marwa here can means, you know that rawa, if you give somebody water to drink, so a place of drinking is called marwa. Do you get now? So we also have makwa, a place where coffee is being taken. So kahawatun is coffee. Do you get now? Mar'a is a place of where you go, like your Bible says, it's do you get now? So mar'a, or plants that grow, that animal graze on. So a place of grazing, a pasture area is mar'a. Do you get now? So this is from Rawiya Marwa. So you don't need to check their ismu zaman and makan, just take it to their what, to maf'al straight. وقد تدخل على بعضها تاء التانيث, said some of them تاء التانيث can be added to them. Do you guess now? That's تاء مربوطة. That's what the mu'allif mean by تاء التانيث. Don't forget, that of that verb is what we popularly call تاء التانيث, but it does not enter into upon a verb, a noun, sorry. So the term meant here is the تاء مربوطة. كمزنة. Muzinnatu means a place, so an area you can quickly find something. Muzinna. So wa makbaro. Makbaro is what, the place we can find many kabru, that is many graves. So grave is kabru. The place you can find many graves is now what, makbaratun. Wa mashraqat. You can see from this sharaqa, you can see wa shadha mashruqatu wa makburatu bidammi, that is shadda, that you now found mashruqa wa magruba makburo, that this is also the way it is odd. You get now. Some of them can be more than 3. Ka ismul maf'ul. So if it is more than 3, the shape will be shape of what, ismul maf'ul. Of, for instance, you are forming from Yoruba or a Kumasi or a Sudasi verb. Do you get now? So it's the ismul maf'ul that will be the what, ismul zaman and makan. For example, you have mudkal. So that's a place of entrance. Do you get? So the same meaning with mudkal. Another is muqam, like the song of Imam Shafi'i that said, Mufil muqam li akilin wa the adabin. So that is that. You have more example that you also know very common, like mujtama'un, mustashfa, mu'tamar, mukhayyam, muntada, muktasal, mustahammun, and lots like that. That it is they are formed from what, the ismul maf'ul, that is if they are more than 3 verbs, like mu'askar, and lots like that. Do we get now? Mustawsaf. وإذا كسر الشيء بالمكان, if something is plenty in a place, قيل فيه, it is said, it will be مفعلة من الثلاثي مجرد. It will be مفعلة, it will be ثلاثي مجرد. And that thing was taken before we leave here is that you hardly see a verb that has a town ismu zaman and makan. It is not adding it if it's having a town marbuta. The only thing it will translate will be what, ismul makan. You hardly see it being translated as ismul zaman. Do we get now? So that's one. So another thing mu'allif is telling us that is a kasra shay'un bil makan. If something is plenty in a place, qila fihi, that we use maf'alatun to express it. Min athulasi mijar. For example, we said fayuqalu aridun masba'atun. That means a place that there are many wild beasts. You know, Allah said, وَمَا أَكَلَ السَّبُعُ إِلَّا مَا ذَكَّيْتُمْ وَمَا ذُبِّحَ عَلَى النُّصْبِ. So do you get now? So that is that. We have masadatun, we have makbaratun, we have madhabatun, we have mabtakhatun, we have makthaatun. Do you get now? So that is that. So a place where you have plenty of those things is as well, like makbaratun, because we have many graves there from Kobru. A place where we have many lions. Our lion is Asadu Maksada. A place we have many lions will be called that. A place we have many graves, grape, or what's it called, like this watermelon something. You call it what? Mobtochotun. Do you get now? So and so on and so forth. A place we have plenty book will be called what? Moktabatun. Because there are many books, that's why it's called a library. So that's that. So we have Ismul Ala. Ismu ala, that means that of instruments. Ismul ala, that is names of instruments. We have also discussed this before. So وَأَمَّا اسْمُ آلَ وَأَمَّا يُعَالِجُ فِيهِ الْفَاعِلَ الْمَفْعُولَ. It is treating the fa'il with the maf'ul لِوُصُولُ أَثَرِ إِلَيْهِ, because the impact of the fa'il, of the doer of the action, acted on the object, the person who received the action. فَيَجِيُ عَلَى مِثَالِ مِفْعَلٍ. So it's come in mif'al shape or mif'alatin or mif'alatin. That's why Sibawi said that the among all these mushtaqat, ismu Allah have a peculiarity that is the only one that starts with mim kesr me, according to him. So mif'alun, mif'alatun, and mif'al ka mihlabin. So a milker, a producer of milk, a machine producing milk, mihlab. Do you get now? So meksaha, a grounding. Kasaha is to ground something. A grinder, it will be meksahatun. Miftahatun, miftahun, that is from fataha, he opened. So something used to open is the key, so that's why key is called miftahun. We also have misfatun from sofa. Sofa is something should be pure, so misfatun, the purifier. Do you get now? Waqalu mirqatun ala hadha. So that's mirqatun will also come from this, from rock or to climb something. So mirqat will be like and akaba. Do you get now? Like a ladder. Do you get now? So waman fata al mima arad al makan. When the meme is taking a fatia, that means a place. Washadha mudhun, that mudhun is shadh. Can say that it's not coming muf'il or what? Not coming mif'alun, mif'alatun or mif'al. So mudhun is like a robber, rob, to rob something. How you be? You get now? So you can see this one. So mus'utun, this is muf'ul. This is mudukun. Although this we have another one that is midakun, which means amadakko is to knock something. So munkhulun, you can see is coming in muf'ulun shape, which is supposed to have been mif'alun or mif'alatun or mif'alun. We also have what? Mukhulatun, from kuhul. You get that as what we call tiro in Yoruba. So something that is used to put kuhul, that is your coal on a high. So you have muhrudatun. So madmumatul mim wal ain, that the mim and the ain in the fi'l is both taking what? They are both taking what? Dhamma. Do you get now? So that is a preparer. So that is this. Waja'a midakun wa midakun ala qiyas. That if you follow the normal pattern, this midaku and this mudukun can be midakun and midakotun. This is the one that is most popular for Amma. So ala qiyas, if you follow the normal pattern and rule that has been mentioned. Now the next is bina umaro. So masdar that is called masdar umaro. That's what the affair is mentioning here. Now, how will you know masdar umaro? Very simple. It comes in the shape of the maro itself. The masdar umaro have the same pattern with the word marra. So when you just say masdar umaro, you can use the maro easily to what? To tie down the words, the wazn. Because marra too is what? Mar as in mim fatha, mara sukun, mar ra fatha ra, marra and ta. So that's muf'alatun. So that I think you have gotten what I'm trying to explain there. Bina umarati min masdar sulasi mujarradi yakunu ala fa'alatin bil fathi. So fatakul, so it will be fa'alatun shape with the lam taking a fatha. Do you guess? So fatakulu darabtu darbatan, I beat a beating. So what do we use masdar marra to denote? To denote the number of time an action is occurring. This will help you later when you want to do what is it called, maf'ul mutlaq. So darabtu darbatan, I beat once. Waqumtu qawmatan, I stood up once. So do you get now? You can see that it is from the masdar of the verb. The root word is sharing the same root word with the verb. Do you get now? So that's why it's a masdar, or it's a masdar marra, because it is denoting number of times of an action. So if it is more than 3, we are going to add ta marbuta to it. So what is mu'allif meant by is ta marbuta? Kal a'ita'ati. Do you get now? From a'ta yu'ti a'itahu. So because we want to use it to denote marra, the term marbuta was added. Now become a'ita'ati. Wa intilaqa, intilaqatu. So intalaqa, intaliqu, intilaq, because of the you want to use it to denote marra, the ta marbuta is added. Illa ma fi ta'u ta'anis minhuma, except they are the one that is having ta'u ta'anis before. That means the normal masdar is having a ta. Do you get? Fawasfu fi bil wahida, you need to add wahida to it to indicate that you are meaning marra. But if you don't add it, people just think it's just a normal masdar. Kakawlika rahimtuhu rahmatan wahidatan. Can see you need to add wahida because rahima is normal masdar sorry, as his normal masdar is rahmatun. Can see it's already having a ta marbuta. It's already coming fa'alatun shik. So you need to add wahida to it so that it will be able to denote marra. So rahimtuhu, I showed mercy to him once. Do we guess now? وَدَحْرَجَتْهُ دَحْرَجَةً وَاحِدًا. So and I rolled it. Dahrajatan, a rolling, wahidatan, that is once. Do you get? Why is wahida added? Because the dahraja is having a what? A ta'u marbuta. So lastly is binau ayha, the masdar of manner. Why is this masdar existing? Because when you perform an action can be performed in different way or different pattern, and you can see now when people eat, they eat in different way. When they sit in different way and different patterns. So that's why this masdar exists. Masdar ayha, in some book is called masdar naw'i. So the masdar is used to denote the manner or pattern which an action is occurring. So the pattern of the form of it, the word is what? Fa'ilatun. Wa fa'ilatun bi kasri. So that the ayn is taking a kasra. The naw'i min al-fi'l, to denote type of the verb. تقول هو حسن ta'ima. Hasanu ta'ima is beautiful in what? In ta'ima, in eating. Wajilisa, and is sitting. You can see. You get? Look at what Prophet also said in the hadith to us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, "Wa iza qatalitum fa ahsinu al-qitla." When you want to kill, you should ahsinu, be good in the words, in the killing. He said, "Wa iza dhabahtum," when you want to slaughter, fa ahsinu dhibha, you should be what? You should be perfect in what? In your slaughtering. He used zibha because we Muslims, we have a pattern of what? Of slaughtering. When you look at another example of some common ways that we use this binau ayha, when you go for sujud and you want to go for the next rakah, what some people do sit there, they will sit and rest and later go up, in imitating the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The name of that sitting we call it what? Jilisatul istiraha. Why can't it be popularly called julusu istiraha, or what is it called? Jalisatul istiraha? But rather it's called what? Jilisatu, because it is a pattern of sitting. Do you get? Why is it a pattern? It is when you go to sujud, you now want to go to the next rakah, and so you sit first before going up. So that's why it's called Jalisa, because it's a pattern. Jalisa is istiraha. Another is the word bid'ah. Bid'ah it has a form. As the time it is being done, it has a particular manner, it has a form, it's a type of something. So that is why it's coming in that shape. Fa'ilatun, bid'atun. Do you get now? So that is that on masdar. So for instance, another example, if I say Moshaitu mishiyatan nabiyyi, I walked the walking of the prophet. Mishiyata. Do you get? You can see it's a type, not just a general walking again, but I make it to be a type of walking with this sentence I've used. So that is that on Masdaru Ayha, and this brings us to the end of our fantastic book. We Allah accept it from us, this effort from us as an act of ibadah, and make those who also follow us to the end understand it more, and those that will still read it in the future also to get to know. Barakallahu fi, subhanakallahu wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik, wa jazakumullahu khairan. You can send to others. Also let us share our you should watch and also share to others. May Allah make it on His own. Subhanakallahu wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
شكرا.